Actress Jenny Garth says her heart will be fluttering this Valentine's Day, Chris, but not because she's found love. Instead, she has a leaky heart valve.
Oh, gosh.
Would you imagine that?
No, but you never know.
You never know. Today's edition of Doc Hollywood, we're focused on the heart on this eve of Valentine's Day. I sit down with Dr. Cynthia Brenden, a cardiologist at Regions Hospital, to find out what we can all learn from celeb heart troubles. Everybody, I'm here with Dr. Cynthia Brenden, a cardiologist at Regions Hospital. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
And we're happy that you're here because, of course, it's Valentine's week, so we got to get to some of that. Taylor Swift seeming to be breaking up with her latest boyfriend every other week. Selena Gomez says she's actually enjoying life following her breakup from Justin Bieber, but not always the case. We hear that there is actually a serious heart condition that affects more women than men, but it's called broken heart syndrome. It sounds so sad just to say the name. What is this?
Well, broken heart syndrome, or stress cardiomyopathy as it's otherwise known as, is a condition in which intense physical or emotional stressors can result in acute and severe heart muscle weakness. The good news about this condition is that it's reversible and treatable, and people tend to recover quickly.
So how do they know if they have it?
It's very similar to a heart attack, so they'll have chest pain, shortness of breath. It's often difficult to distinguish between the two early on.
Okay, so then if you're feeling that way, you should get in to a doctor, I'm assuming, right away.
Call 911, go to the emergency department.
Moving on to Jimmy Osmond, he's the youngest in the Osmond clan, and he recently talked about the 10-year anniversary of discovering he had a hole in his heart. He said he had it for 40 years, but didn't know until he had a stroke. Is this a common thing?
A hole in the heart, otherwise known as a patent foramen ovale, is an opening between the top two chambers of the heart, something that you're born with and generally closes right after birth. In about 1 in 4 of us, this hole never actually closes.
But for people who have this hole in their heart, they just can generally continue going on and not have any idea they have it.
The vast majority of people, like I said, 1 in 4 of us have it, so we're all in good company. Generally doesn't cause us any problems at all.
We recently saw an article in the Huffington Post talking about 17 celebrities with heart problems, and there's quite a list, including Larry King, Jenny Garth, Robin Williams, and Barbara Walters is one who had a procedure called aortic valve replacement to correct a faulty heart valve in 2010.
The faulty heart valve that Barbara Walters has is something called aortic stenosis. Aortic stenosis is a condition where the heart valve doesn't open fully. Over time, that diminishes the blood flow, leaving the heart to the rest of the body. Early on, you don't have any symptoms at all. This is something that progresses over many years in general. Oftentimes, patients will have this discovered incidentally when they go to the doctor and the doctor hears a heart murmur on exam. Over time, symptoms develop. They can experience chest pain, shortness of breath, fainting, or dizziness.
And how serious of a procedure is that one that Barbara underwent?
Well, it's open heart surgery, so it's a big undertaking, but it's a common procedure that we do routinely for this condition, and people generally do very well.
A list just came out about the worst foods for your heart, doctor. Fried foods. Okay, we know that they're bad, but really, why are they so bad?
Well, again, fried foods frequently are made with these trans fats, these unhealthy fats. In addition, they tend to be loaded with calories. They tend to be loaded with salt, and both of these lead to obesity and high blood pressure.
Okay, so you're a cardiologist. What are you going to have on Valentine's Day? You got to have a little splurgy romantic
You know, it's all about moderation. Absolutely. You know, fried food every now and again is fine, just not every day.
Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day.
And same to you.
And you can vote for next week's Doc Hollywood topic, and you could win a subscription to People magazine so that you can be all up to date with all the celebrity gossip. To enter, text 42379. And here's what you do. You text Doc 1, Doc 2, or Doc 3 for the topic you want to hear about next week. Topics are Bradley Cooper's character in his new movie dealing with bipolar disorder. Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook?
Yes, it's a great book.
I need to see that. Movie. Yeah. Also, Marilyn Manson's flu scare, and model Kate Upton gets frostbite at a photo shoot.
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, he threw up on stage. Oh. He was like, trouble.
Okay, thanks to HealthPartners Clinics and Regions Hospital for sponsoring the show. Remember to check with your physician if you do have a health concern.